That's very true, and we are live. Let me just make sure my buttons work. Yes, they did, thankfully. I'm gonna turn down this music. Yeah, probably. Okay, alright, so normally we do this on Saturdays, but this guy needed to sleep, and I slept a very long time, so here we are. Instead of doing Strixhaven, doing Pokemon. Hopefully nobody has an issue with that, but I digress. So, last week, the party tracked down the Captain Taylor's missing ship, infiltrated the dockyards, that was, well, I mean, you could combine those sessions, really, because technically last session all they did was, fight Axel, and, almost had a character death, which is definitely something in a Pokemon game, I suppose. They did that. They rescued Professor Cypress, which technically Axel was willing to just hand over. So there's that. And then they hopped back aboard the old rusty ship and made their way to Wellborn for not only medical attention, but also to challenge the gym there, as one of the biggest instructions they were kind of given was, yeah, there's some stuff going on, but overall the gym challenge is there to get stronger. So it may seem just kind of dumb to do, but got to become stronger if you're going to try to be heroes, basically.
Yeah, if you're gonna take on the evil team.
Exactly. And so with that, we will kind of begin. So basically it takes several days to get to Wellborn. And then when you get to Wellborn, you don't really, it docks right off of the big beach. And basically you don't really have much time to do anything. Immediately you're kind of, Captain Taylor knows exactly where to go. He takes you to the hospital. And so basically it's been basically a week, right? Between traveling and actually staying in the hospital and probably around the city proper. So it doesn't really, that's where we'll kind of begin. Now, Wellborn is kind of a trade and tourist center. There's a lot of stuff going on. It's probably actually the largest city you've seen so far. And so, someone's yelling outside my window, I apologize. Wellborn is, of course, home to an open-air market, which sells items y'all have never seen before, but they're definitely pretty pricey. But I believe what's most important currently is the gym challenge, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that Spira is definitely very motivated to go and challenge the gym, just because she wants to, she's always wanted to be a great trainer, and now she has another reason to become a great trainer,
and especially one that's time pressing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At least to some degree, right? She wants to get the Professor's Mighty. She feels personally attacked by the Professor's Mightyna being stolen, right? Because she fucking played with that Mightyna too. So
she might have been personally attacked, but Seth was physically attacked.
That's true. There was physical and emotional damage being done.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if anybody wasn't here for that, yeah, let's just say my dice rolls with crits are ridiculous, and it nearly took Seth from
I think it went.
100 to death, basically.
Yeah, he hit, I think, negative 30 hit points or something.
Yeah,
Negative
the
31.
Mighty Inna hit a 66 crit.
Yeah, no bueno.
Yeah.
Plus, also, can't go shopping at the open air market without the cool gym money we win for the prize.
That is true. Y'all probably don't have all that much money, do y'all? So-
I think
Not
I'm actually
particularly.
pretty good on money, but that's also because I never spend it.
Fair enough. So speaking of that, of course, I would say you have a little bit of time if you want to just buy some basic items that you find in the shops, right? Potions, stuff like that. Now's the time before we jump into things, right? Because obviously, Spira has probably been asking around a little bit, and the most you've heard, really, is that the gym is not technically a physical location. Sometimes it is on a decommissioned cruise ship manned by one of the gym leaders, Captain Riley, and then sometimes it's also done out on the beach by the other gym leader, Dustin. So another note probably would have been explained to you. Dustin and Riley are ground and water trainers. The gym is you are rewarded with the beach badge for winning.
That's clever. I like that.
Thank you.
Do we know which one is which?
So Riley is the water master, and Dustin enjoys the ground Pokemon. So you can find him down at the beach. And currently people say they haven't really seen Captain Riley, and his ship hasn't been around for a while. But he's apparently still around town, so you would have been pointed in the direction of the beach.
Blocking Charles out here. I am gonna buy a revive.
Okay. And do keep in mind that when it comes to the gym challenges, you are allowed 2 items each. You declare them before the battle begins.
So you
also
can
declare
you
your
can
Pokemon, right?
I'm
Go ahead.
sorry, Seraphel, go ahead.
Sorry. You also have to declare your Pokemon too, right?
Yes. Yes, it is
You have
still
to-
2 Pokemon each.
Do you have to do Pokemon held items count toward those 2 items?
No.
So everyone, here's some berries for your Pokemon to hold.
Okay.
Can Seth have asked somebody to watch over his portable planters while he's in the hospital?
Of course, yes.
Oh yeah, we would have done that for sure.
Yeah.
Then we got a lot of berries to roll for.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
All right, well,
A week's
let's...
worth of berries. I
All right,
think,
let's-
gosh, there's like a penalty to it if you don't have. I forget what the fuck it is. I literally just looked this up. Why do I not remember? Seth has a feature called Top Tier Berries.
Mhm.
So, like, how he usually rolls is going to be different from how everyone else will roll. Which I
Yeah,
think
because
is-
technically you are conscious, but you probably wouldn't be allowed. So, basically, we're going to be rolling based on everyone else's stuff.
I remember correctly, because they're tier 1 berries, it's like 1d4 minus 1.
Yes.
Yeah. So 7d4 minus 7 twice, and then that's the amount of Oron and Raspberries we get.
Oh boy. All right, let's get
No,
him
it's
rolled.
1d3 minus 1.
Ah, all right, let's get him rolled.
So then it's 7d3 minus 7.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The first one will be orange berries. The second will be raspberries.
All right, sounds good to me. Oh, Jesus. It's like casting fireball.
There's 8.
Berries. 8 orange
8
berries?
orange.
Okay.
And 8 rust. Okay.
Berries.
If
Rigged.
either of you guys, whoever decided to take care of them, wants to put those in their inventory, well, Seth has plenty.
Now remember, you can also sell these at any point as well.
I mean, if Seth has plenty, me and Spira can just split them in half. 4 orange and 4 rust.
That's fine. I had 3 orange berries on me already, so that makes 7 orange, and then I need to go into the compendium and add 4 raw berries.
Oh, I can't change. Oh, why wouldn't it let me change it earlier? It told me you can't change this while the game's playing, but lets me do other things.
Alright. Just let me know when we are good to move on. Any last minute things?
Do you think that it would be Actually, you know what? Disregard. I don't want to deal with that right now.
Okay. Alright.
Wait,
We can
actually,
do it after the gym. After the gym.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Is there a spot to put that the Pokemon is holding an item?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where?
Uh,
I can see that it says
just-
item effect, but I don't see a spot
It's
to
just
put
under
item in.
experience. Under stats. Stats, experience. It's next to nature.
Oh, okay. Yes, thank you.
Now it is an autofill thing, so just be careful. Be a drop down.
There we go.
Nice. Alright. Are we ready?
I think so.
Yeah. Yep.
I think once we get, I think Spira is like, come on, we gotta go. Like as soon as Seth is given his ticket of health, to be cleared, she's just like, let's go.
Look at that Quagsire.
Yes, it's the boy.
Alright, so
Yay.
you make your way across the city to the beach. Out in the water, you can actually see the ship you arrived in, just kind of moored off the edge there. You also happen to see, it's a very lively beach. You see a beach volleyball game going on. They're, using a volleyball that looks like a Pokeball, because of course. And it seems to be reffed by a very, someone that's just a little bit too much into it. Both him and his Quagsire. Every time, a side gets a point, he slams that bell like nobody's business. And, other than that, you see a couple of Pokemon playing around with what looks like a sandcastle, and, there's people lounging about. Some people appear to be looking for items. They're kind of like, using little detector-looking things, combing the sand. So I will unpause the game. What would you like to do?
First, I would like to ask if it would have been reasonable, since we know we're going to the beach. Would we be in proper beach attire?
that is up to you. Did you show up in beach attire, or are you just wearing?
I think
your...
I would have. I think Spira would have. Absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, I would have. Mostly because I would follow everybody else.
I
think
forgot
the
to put my
most-
Steam in offline mode. Oops.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm doxing all my Steam friends.
Who's playing Payday now?
I'm ready for somebody to boot up one of those Steam porn games. It's the last thing I need.
I mean, who's really making an ass of themselves?
You don't. I apparently have a lot of degenerate friends. Who would have thought when you played
When
Tier
you
2
associate
figures?
with me? Damn, who would have thought?
Fair enough. But I
Anyway.
digress. Anyways, yeah.
I'd imagine that like Seth's clothing got pretty torn up after being mauled by a Mightyena. So I think the most effort he's put toward having beach attire is he changed his jeans to cut off jeans, like cut off jean shorts.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That's
They're
kinda
not
it.
even like jean shorts that are. He bought them as jean shorts.
No, yeah,
They're
he
the
straight up like
remnants.
just he like there was like they were barely held together and he just ripped them. So like even the tears are really, like they're not even at all.
They're a one of a kind piece.
Yeah. Who needs a bathing suit?
Right. And actually, speaking of that, while you guys are kind of like looking around, you kind of see the sand being displaced a little bit, and in front of you is this like little pile of kelp, and after a moment, it kind of like pops up, and you hear the cry of a diglet. It's has a little wig of kelp as it popped out from underneath, and it kind of just like looks at you almost like blankly before popping back down, and you can kind of just see it doing its little burrow thing, and then it just kind of like pops up over here and then just disappears again next to the eccentric referee.
Is the
Who
kelp
is-
wig an upgrade or a downgrade from the Hanson wig?
I think it's an upgrade. Also, I love that the referee, the way his sprite is colored, he is camouflaged in the sand.
Yeah. Listen, it was a good color based on the reference photo I was given. Two things. Since no one answered you in your chat, Scooty, the volume to the mic to music is fine.
Okay.
And second of all, the woman on the right, I know she doesn't have a beard and sideburns, but the way that the shadow is makes it look like she has like a beard and sideburns.
I know. I don't know why
It's great.
that sprite is so scuffed.
Oh my gosh, it does. I thought that was just a dude.
It's funny too. I
Ah.
had so many problems with these sprites. The swimmer on the left, when I was first dragging him in, he just remained in like this tiny form where he just looked like a baby.
I also don't like that the swimmer's back is like arched. That or he's just thick.
Thick. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Gen 3, I guess. Woo. Little
Thickest
caked up
trainers.
swimmer.
Spira is definitely wearing like a one piece. But other than that, yeah, just gonna just proceed down onto the beach.
Okay.
She's definitely not used to like a beach like this. Like the beach in Ocean View is nice, but it's not like nearly this large or this populated.
Mm-hmm.
So she's a little awestruck.
Right. Everyone enjoys a good beach.
Oh yeah, for sure. Ah, Diglett!
It's the beach episode we were waiting for. So what does the sign say?
So it is, the sign says beach, battle bungalow. And you can kind of like look in the window and it appears to be seems to be both a restaurant and a kind of a place where it seems like there's battles going on. But kind of as you do that, actually, the door swings open. Boop. And a rather kind of old but burly, rough-looking sailor kind of walks out. He's got a large white mustache, no beard. He doesn't, he appears to be wearing an outfit similar to what Captain Taylor wears, but he's not wearing an undershirt or anything. He's just wearing like the uniform top, basically.
You said boop, and it made it seem like a sprite was supposed to come out. Was there supposed to be a sprite?
There is a sprite.
There is a sprite.
I don't see a sprite. Let me reload. Yeah, it went boop and there's nothing there. I was like, alright.
Interesting.
There is a weird little,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you see it. Okay, yeah.
Yes, I know.
Oh, there he is.
There he be. He's also looking a little short. I don't know why.
It's okay.
You lose a little height with age. It's fine.
He's a short
Oh.
king. Let him be.
Now he got a big head.
Now he lorg.
That'll do. Anyways, he kind of walks out and he kind of like something drops out of the sleeve of his uniform and makes like a snapping noise, and it becomes like a walking cane of sorts. And he rolls his neck with a couple of pops, and he just kind of like goes, "Oh, excuse me. I hope you're not looking for any battles in there. One's been going on for way too long. Boring. It's just all stalling. Lame. Need a good battle around here."
Oh,
Watch your partake in.
What was that?
To watch your partake in.
Oh. You two must not be from around here, are ya?
No, sir.
Name's Riley. Captain Riley. Gym leader?
It's familiar.
Wait, I don't know why I can't hear you so well.
I don't know.
I'll just up you just a little bit.
Seraphel is crystal clear to me.
I was gonna say, can the others hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I just turned you up. Should be fine.
I mean, I'm quiet a lot of the times. Although I'm not as quiet as Plant.
God.
Sometimes I do peak my mic.
Listen. My voice is soft.
Plant, we tease you lovingly.
Alright, so can you repeat that one more time?
I said, sounds familiar.
Fair enough. You, trainers?
Yes, we are.
You, looking for the gym challenge?
That we are as well.
Well, I have to go grab my Pokemon for that, so, why don't you go bother Dustin, and he can do the whole, gym challenge, puzzle thing that we're required to do, and then I'll be ready for a good battle.
You're required to do a puzzle?
Yeah, we're supposed to. Some people cop out, either say they have one and don't do it, or they do a quiz. You know how boring quizzes are? Who wants to do a quiz? What are we
I
doing,
like
Pokemon
quizzes.
school again? What was that?
I like quizzes.
I like that you're yelling that like all the way down the beach.
Seth also is like not a yeah.
quizzes.
Seth's also not a smart dude, so he may like them, but he's not good at them.
It's like playing with a Rubik's Cube but never knowing how to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Oh, Seth has definitely just popped all the like bits off of it and then like put it back together like a puzzle to get it to the right sides.
Gotta peel the stickers off.
No, you just gotta get it like a screwdriver and pop all the plastic cubes off, like the individual cubes off.
As soon as I took all the sides off, I absolutely would never have been able to get it back on, and that's why I never did it.
Sphera just goes, "Oh, thank you, sir. Where is Dustin? I've not seen him. Though I did guess your identity from your attire. I've not seen any
He kind of
gentlemen."
walks and he turns. That would be him over by the bell. He's the lifeguard around here.
Oh, I should have guessed.
Yeah, well, sometimes you find him in the water, sometimes you see him just in the sand, and sometimes you see him over there.
That's fair enough. Well,
Well, enjoy the puzzle, the challenge, whatever he calls it, and I'll see you in a bit, I guess.
absolutely.
That's one speedy guy for having a cane.
No,
Especially being on sand.
he just used dig and just went.
I was gonna say, did he just like spin around a bit and bury himself?
He Thanos snapped himself onto the ship.
He's the mole man from Atlantis.
Yep.
So, I see there's a cool little alligator here.
Oh,
Building a sandcastle.
Crocodile!
yeah. So Seth walks over and there's just a crocodile and a Meryl just like making a sandcastle, and you see there's a trainer or a person nearby, and as you kind of like block their or like cast a bit of a shadow on them, they lay back a little bit more and look back and they go, "Hey, what are you doing over there by my Pokemon? You gonna help him with the sandcastle?"
Yeah.
Alright, fair enough. Just, that one bites. Be careful.
I mean, I've got one that just kicked me so hard it broke a rib, so I'm used to it.
That one bites. Be careful. It's okay. I punch.
It's okay. I have a human abusing deerling. Like, I'm used to Pokemon hitting me.
I like to believe he actually goes, "It's okay. I have Jujubee," and he just doesn't give any context.
That's it. That's the sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, don't forget you, trainers, you're free to challenge anybody that has Pokemon. It doesn't have to be like, the games where they have to, you always get challenged. If you want to challenge anybody with Pokemon that you see, you are free to do so.
They're just building a sandcastle. I don't want to fight.
Fair enough.
That doesn't
Yeah.
want that EXP.
Well, it's one of those things where I think in this situation, like, I'm not really looking for a fight.
Oh,
Seth
yeah,
just
yeah.
got out of Seth just got out of the hospital. He almost dropped all his EXP like Minecraft.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. So after petting the Meryl on the head and helping it pile some sand, she looks at Seth and Eleanor and goes, "Well, I suppose I'll go and Harry Dustin and get the challenge started. Although there's no rush, I suppose, if the two of you want to continue to play. I saw that Diglett.
Diglett.
Diggle dig, diggle dig.
What if she meant the Meryl's the one that bites and not the crocodile?
Oh
Yes.
no. That would be the biggest bait and switch.
No, the biggest bait and switch would be me leaving Maggie and taking this one.
Oh my god. I think before
You can do it.
proceeding, I think probably gonna like mess around. Probably go splash in the water a little bit.
Yeah, Seth will pat this little crocodile on the head and then bye. More to explore. Please don't bite me.
Roll for initiative.
3 points of damage.
Physical
Oh,
or
that's nothing.
emotional?
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I've taken more damage stubbing my thumb with a gardening trowel. Hey, buddy. No, come back. I want to be friends. Wait.
Oh, you know what I just realized? This is totally terrible because we're midstream. We're in the anything VC. We're not in D&D. Anybody
Ooh.
could join us. We might want to
Ah.
move.
Whoopsies. I just joined whatever channel like everyone else was in.
We were in anything because we were just waiting, and then we all forgot to move.
Fair enough. Fair enough. There we go.
Minor technical issue solved.
Yes.
All right. Well, we don't want to let Captain Riley wait on us to complete a puzzle.
That's true, yeah.
Got a
Yes.
spot on my screen and I thought it was like a little pixel bit to show something on the map.
Oh yeah.
Flank him.
Peekaboo.
All right. So as you kind of make your way over to Dustin, obviously seems to be completely wrapped into the volleyball game that's going on, and he kind of like, somebody gets a point. I forget how it works. I think it's just the ball smacks the inner area or something. Nobody hits it back or whatever. I forget. I don't
Yep.
care.
Forgot how volleyball works?
Isn't it like tennis? I don't know.
Yeah, it's tennis
no,
minus
the-
rackets and bigger ball.
They get a point when the ball hits the ground.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so that
Probably
happens
not
and
out
he
of
kind of
bounds.
like slams on the bell and it kind of makes your ears ring a little bit after it happens. And he goes, "Oh, sorry about that. Can I help you? Somebody did one of your friends get washed away or something?"
No,
Kinda
we
off
don't
duty
have
right
that
now.
many friends.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it's kind of funny because I think Spear is the only one who's gotten in the water so far, so she's like noticeably, you know, wet, and so she just looks at the other two and goes, no.
We heard there's a quiz.
Wait, can we talk about the fact that he's off duty, so don't you dare ask him to go save somebody's life?
Look, it's what I have Pokemon for, okay?
Okay.
I'd love to be saved by that Quagsire.
Look at the look, my Quagsire has a lifeguard vest. He's the one on duty. Not
He's
me.
got such a reassuring smile.
Yeah. No, he's just going in for a hug.
He's the boy.
I would hug the Quagsire.
I do hug the Quagsire.
Yes.
I can't move toward him because it's paused.
So essentially, Seth said, "I'm going to hug the Quagsire," and then just didn't move.
Supernatural forces kept him on the spot.
The Quagsire uses whole person.
Anyway, we're looking for the gym challenge.
I guess I can do that. Man, I'm off duty on that too.
I think that's how that works, but okay.
Look, tell you what. There's, have you been seeing a Diglett around here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's my Diglett. He's hidden some items around here. One of them happens to be an item that I need. It's a little box. And if you bring it back to me, you complete the gym challenge. And then you battle me. And if you win, you get the badge. But first I need that box. There's other things around. He likes hiding things. I know he does. I don't know what's all out there. You can have whatever it is. But that's not the only Pokemon around here. If you disturb the wrong spots, you might get jumped by a couple of Pokemon. It's not my problem. This beach is filled with wild Pokemon. So, yeah, that'll be the challenge. How's that sound? Just look for little piles of dirt or sand.
Okay.
Tis a challenge I accept, of course.
Alright, cool. Just, complete it at your leisure. I don't even care if it takes you several days, but, box might be a little stinky at that point. Anyways, go on.
Wait, what's in the box?
Well, my lunch,
It's
of
in the
course.
fucking box.
It's what?
My lunch. He hid my lunchbox, okay? Go find it.
And here I thought it was going to be the box that had our badges in it, but it turns out
We're just running errands.
you're
But then if we found the box, we wouldn't need to fight. We could have just taken the badges.
Exactly. This one over here has the badges, and he just kind of like pokes the Quagsire, and the Quagsire sticks out its tongue, and it's got several badges just on its tongue.
Just
Yeah,
poke
see?
him in the tummy, and he does the Pillsbury Doughboy thing.
Ooh, it's like the episode of SpongeBob. Where's the pickles?
I love that nobody was like, oh, it's like the one episode of the anime with Misty's gym.
who's a fucking weeb enough to watch the Pokemon anime? God.
It's not even who's a weeb enough to watch the Pokemon anime. Who remembers the original series this long ago?
Did nobody watch the Twitch Watches Pokemon?
No.
No,
Wasn't it Oh shit, that was like 3 years ago, wasn't it? Jesus.
No, the
Scooty.
only thing I've done is like Twitch
What?
plays Pokemon, the first one.
Fucking Mr. Back in my day.
I mean, Scooty's not that much older than us.
He said back in my day several times to us, though. Might
Oh,
not have
yeah.
been on stream.
That's fair.
Yes, said it.
Like my guy, you gotta realize you're only a year older than the collective group of us who are all the same age.
I mean, there's a reason why people would say I have dad vibes.
That's fair.
Let us release us, Father. Let us explore.
You are free to do like perception checks or just strong arm it and say, I dig on this tile.
I think Spirit's going to release her birds and tell them to go find stuff.
Is that all of your birds?
Yeah.
Does the bat count as a bird?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it does.
All the flying types.
Actually, you know
All
what?
birds.
Now that I think about it, maybe Justice isn't going to like being out on a very bright, sunny beach. It is a bat after all.
Why is Radiance so fucking big?
I don't know. I don't understand these
It's
damn...
perspective. He's already flown up, so he's closer to us.
Alright, there you go.
Are there any people around Seth? Like, that I don't know, for some reason there wouldn't be a sprite for.
No.
He's gonna send out Jujubee.
Oh god.
Kick that sand up.
She does no
Right.
sand attack, that's what's going on.
Hell yes.
She gonna dig. Maybe. If she doesn't tackle Seth first.
I would
She's
like
so
Charles.
Oh, she's so tiny.
I need to make sure to sync up the sizes so I'm not having to do this every single time.
It is good comedic effect, though, I will say.
Yeah, every single time.
Can I have Charles, please? Charles wants to play.
If only the how our module worked and y'all could just pull Pokemon from your
Listen,
box.
you can't keep complaining about it not working when we haven't taken the time to figure it out.
Vivi and I spent a while on it before. It only works on the landing page. It refuses to work anywhere else. I don't get it.
Eleanor's gonna have to pay Spira so that she can get all the sand out of Charles' fur.
Actually have the grooming feature or the edge. I don't remember what it is. It's an edge, but yeah. You gotta remember, I did grow up on a Mareep ranch, taking care of the Mareep.
Marie
Yeah.
get into sand a lot on the ranch.
No, but you would have to brush dirt out of their wool.
Before and after they were sheared.
Yeah.
But yeah, Valor and Radiance are gonna go skedaddle-a-doodling.
Alright. Remember, you can just roll perception checks and I can tell you where the dots are. Or again, just strong arm it. I dig. 11 Radiance. There is... That is good enough to spot one. Where's my drawing tool? There it is. Circle. Ooh. Who was...
That was just
Yep.
Seth.
Alright, yeah. Both of you spot a pile over here. You know, it just kind of looks like a little bubble of sand, I guess. A little pile of sand.
Charles and Eleanor will both make perception checks.
Alright.
Jesus.
Alright. I'm gonna
Charles
have to...
wants to dig.
Right, I gotta move you back 1 second, Seth.
How dare.
Because... How dare I, yes.
Oh, they're little friends. They're probably gonna attack, but they're little friends.
Yep. And, lol. And then you said you're also going to, Eleanor?
Yeah, we're gonna dig at the circle we're near.
Sandy Gast!
Alright. Well, both of you somehow All of you hit the Pokemon tiles. I'm impressed.
I didn't roll a perception for justice yet.
Go ahead.
I might as well. He's probably gonna like fly over here, and then he has the keen eye ability. I don't know if that gives me special anything, but
I don't think
it doesn't. I was
it's just in combat. Yeah.
yeah.
11. There you go. All right. With that, we can begin. It is Radiance's turn. So what is Radiance doing?
Radiance sees a Diglett pop out of the mound that it led its trainer to, and it was told that it was looking for an item, so it's Radiance is a little upset. He's gonna Ember. And let me double check Ember right quick. AC of 2. It has a range of 4. It burns the target on an 18 plus. So you roll that Ember attack.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Alright, which one are you hitting?
The Diglett that's next to Spira.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
Ooh, that's an instant feint. Congratulations.
Wow, holy shit.
Damn.
First fire move this thing uses and it crits.
Alrighty then.
Cannot wait to get Flame Rush.
Alright, what is Jujubee doing then? Let's go.
Out of everything I prepared, I have to look at how much she can move, which isn't as much as I thought it'd be, seeing that she's...
When you fainted that one, you also fainted the two
no.
up near me.
Oh, okay. Alrighty then. Interesting. Yeah, and it also took their HP. Okay. Alright, we're having this issue again, I see.
And then it unfainted the one near Spira.
What?
Did you copy and paste them?
Yes. Alright, well, I will... Careful then doing that.
Just put a
Draw the skull on him.
Yep.
There you go, that one's dead.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, anyways.
Well, the only way that Jujubee can attack is with sand attack, so...
Oh.
Whoop. She does not have range.
Fair enough. And sand attack is just...
It blinds the...
Okay. Alright. Then this Diglett... I have to quickly pull up what the blinded is. Is that just straight up reduced sight? I'm always terrible with this. PT references... Status chart. Blind... Why is it not on here?
Why isn't it on here?
Seriously? Whatever. Fine. I'm just gonna say he can't see. Alright, next Diglett. Which one is it? This one over here? Well, you know what that means. Gonna use...
You want the answer? Blindness. A blinded Pokemon or trainer receives a -6 penalty to accuracy rolls and must make an acrobatics check with a DC of 10 when traveling over rough or slow terrain or become tripped.
Okay. Well, I'll remember that for next time. For move. That definitely hits. Alright, 13 damage against Charles.
My boy!
And this one is also going... also lower your accuracy by 1. Also going to use Mud Slap. That also hits. That
Accuracy, right?
Yes, that's under
Extras.
Yeah, so -2. It's the dead Diglett. Spira, what are you doing?
She cheers on Radiance, I guess, and she'll go ahead and bind AP for celerity.
Okay.
Which brings her down to 4. And if I remember celerity right, it is adding type link skill, which is my perception. So he has a +4 to initiative and speed, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Yeah, he just gains +4 initiative. And he gets, if he does disengages, there's some special rules, but
Fair enough.
now Radiance is faster.
All right, what is Charles doing after being after being hit twice?
Charles is going to use Growl.
That does not hit.
No, it doesn't.
What is Seth doing?
Seth is just gonna step back a little bit and give Jujubee some room.
Fair enough. All right, Eleanor.
Eleanor's gonna recall Charles and send out Maggie.
In the same spot, or
We'll do this tile here.
is that right here?
Nope, but
You-
that's fine.
You literally have it in between two tiles, so
What
I
do you
don't know.
mean? I have it. I am my. Oh, that's Spears. That's why. I'm below the Diglett on the left. That's fine.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, let me add you. Yep. Right, and let me. There we go. Alright, well, what is Maggie doing?
Maggie is going to use Bubble Beam on the Diglett here.
Diglett dig.
Diglett dig, Diglett dig.
Nice. And that is another dumpstered Diglett.
It's okay, they almost dumpstered Charles.
And with that, the Sandygast gets to go. Does it have any range? It does. It's going to attempt to use Absorb.
Critical miss.
Never mind. It just absorbs itself. Alright, what is Radiance doing?
Radiant is,
Radiant?
yes, so grossly incandescent. He's gonna, yup. And he's gonna ember the Diglett.
Diglett. Alrighty then. What is Jujubee doing?
Moving up 1. And then just apple. If I can open her character sheet on the move.
That is once again another defeated Diglett.
That's a lot of damage for a tackle.
Jujubee's strong.
Tackle hurts.
You see the plus 18?
Yeah, I do.
Alright, next is... that's that one defeated. That one is defeated. That one is defeated. Okay, this one will... will use... will move up and use Scratch. That does not hit. Alright, is Spirit doing anything? Oh,
Is
well,
Spirit-
actually. Unless y'all are gonna run all the way over there.
Can we even see what's going on over there from this far away?
Realistically, no, because of like the objects like in the way.
That's fair. We'll actually just go to, what is Eleanor doing?
Eleanor's not doing anything.
Okay, what is Maggie doing?
Maggie is going to bubble beam the sandy gas
Oh no.
because it knows a grass type.
Ooh, a lot of damage, but ain't out yet.
That's okay.
Alright, what is the Sandy Gas doing? It's going to absorb.
It better miss.
Yeah, it misses. Alright, well, what is Eleanor / Maggie doing?
Isn't it the Diglett's turn?
Is the Diggler's turn, yes. Alright, another scratch it is. That hits.
How does the Diglett scratch?
I don't know.
With its nose.
Alright, what is Maggie doing?
It is going to bubble beam the sandy gas again.
Alright. And with that, that is that Pokemon gone. Woo! We are back to the Diglett, who will use Scratch. It does not hit. Alright, what is Maggie doing?
Take a guess.
Bubble Beam. Yeah, that hits. Alright. And with that, the encounter is over. Woo!
Wow.
That's 50 experience split between all the Pokemon used.
Okay. Maggie's level 20.
Woo!
And Charles needs experience.
Right, and again, as I mentioned before, you know, you can either brute force it or do perception checks once again.
Jujubee is brute forcing it, using sand attack to kick the sand away. And then Seth is doing his perceptions.
Valor went and did his sweep, so he's gonna lead Spira back over to this, to this one back over here, and she, and with her Pokemon sort of like, near her, she waves to the Crocodile and the Meryl on her way over.
All right, sure. So, Seth finds a big mushroom
Yo!
kicked up under the sand, and Spira finds what is known as a bounce case. And the way it works is you apply it to a Pokeball, and it makes it bouncy, extending a throw up to 3 feet. It also can bounce off of floor, bounce around corners, and do all sorts of stuff. But the
That's
main
cool.
point is adding...
It's just a bouncy Pokeball.
Yeah, you got a bouncy Betty.
Oh no. Oh no.
You do not find anything.
That's okay. We continue as we go this way.
It's okay. I added the bounce case to my inventory.
Woo!
We just keep on searching.
Let's see. No, the only thing you see is the Diglett. Hello.
That's, What's his fucking name? Dylan?
Dustin.
Dustin. That's Dustin Stiglet?
Yep.
Okay.
Eleanor,
there
you
we
see
go.
something up to the northwest?
This here.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
We shall
Hyrus.
dig it.
Spira sees Eleanor because she's kind of stumped, and so she runs up here.
Sure, and upon doing that, you uncover what looks to be a lunchbox.
Yay!
Got it seems to be of the face of a quagsire.
What's in the lunchbox?
A Subway sandwich, like a sub.
They have Subway here?
I meant just a sub, but yeah.
Sub
Subway.
sandwich.
It's
Yeah.
actually
Subway.
Hoagie
Eat
Way
fresh.
in this universe.
Hoagie way, yes.
Subway.
Suway.
I'm going to close the lunchbox back up. I just wanted to be nosy.
Fair enough, understandable.
I just wanted to know if his mom packed him a good lunch or not.
So Seth, not knowing that you guys have found the lunchbox, is like gonna kneel down in front of the Diglett and offer him an oranberry and like be like, "Hey, buddy, can you show me where you buried some stuff?"
Totally giving this thing an oranberry. Yeah, it kind of just doesn't even go under the ground. It just leads you over here.
Is that the one we've already seen, or is that a new
No.
one?
That's
No,
a
that's a new one. I
Hey,
think
buddy,
seeing the Diglett spin around, I'd head over that way.
Ian.
digging into the sand. You find a Salic berry.
Yo, new berry.
New berry.
Put it in the grower, multiply it. The berry industry.
Probably will, like, depending on what it does, I'll replace the Ross berry.
How do you spell it?
Salac. Maybe
Uh,
it's Salac berry.
not-
I don't know.
It increases speed by 1 combat speed. Or combat stage.
Yeah, it's a tier 2 berry. I'll replace the Ross berry with it.
Okay.
So now I've got to wait. I don't know if it's the same amount of time or not, but
It's a tier 2 berry.
yeah. Takes 2 days for it to mature. Yeah. So in 3 days we'll have more.
Whoa.
Oh.
Radiance actually leveled up from that, so I'm checking to make sure that they are taken care of.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know, I should also look at that because both of my Pokemon stuff. I think in theory I could evolve Maggie if I wanted to. I think Maggie evolves at level 20.
Okay. I had to make sure that it didn't learn any new move at 20, and it did not. Next move it learns is Roost at 25.
Oh, this is good. I went to search text the Pokedex, and I, instead of typing in Meryl, typed in Maggie. Which definitely doesn't work.
Does the berry make the Pokemon not like it as a possibility? In terms of the flavors? I believe that only matters for the Poffins themselves. I don't think the berries themselves have the whole sour, bitter thing.
I don't think it applies till it's cooked, but there are more than Poffins when it comes to cooking.
Yeah, because there's like, I know there's just like the salty surprise and
Oh, don't. No.
Yeah,
They
Seth
named it that
hard-
in the book. They knew exactly
Yeah.
what they were doing.
Yeah,
It's a
Seth
hard
knows
no
how to
for
make
me.
bitter treats. Not that
yeah,
I've
bitter
implemented
treat.
that in any way yet. But...
Right.
Yeah, so because of Valor's nature, he actually likes sour things, I believe. But I digress.
Would it be possible to evolve Maggie, or is that inconvenient mid-session?
No, it's instant.
Okay. Maggie's gonna evolve then.
Okay.
Wait, we have an Azumarill this early?
Yeah, they evolve at level 20.
Holy shit.
I mean, Maggie was the first Pokemon
Caught?
that I caught,
Yeah.
and I caught
I
that
thought-
I think
I just thought
first or
it's-
second session.
I just thought Azumarill, like, evolved a lot later, because they're, like, some tanky little good dudes.
And then he or she also learns Aquatail.
Ooh, fancy.
So that means she's Water Fairy now, right?
She was always Water Fairy.
Yeah.
No. Did not know that.
Yeah, even Azurill is Water Fairy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what was it? What was it before they introduced fairy type?
Just water.
Straight
Just water.
Just water. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought I was going crazy because then you said they were always water fairy. I was like, there was a time when fairy type didn't exist. So
Yeah, they were just pure water. The fairy type helped them.
yeah.
Same with like how Togepi's now Fairy type.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty yeah, now it's Flying Fairy, or at least Togetic is.
Yes.
Toga Keith.
Alright, y'all ready to get the gym battle underway?
I think so.
Do you need to go heal Charles first?
Yeah, and Maggie.
Okay.